Hi everyone, it's Vicky. This is the unboxing of my pound a meter order. Alright, so I ordered, let's have a look there, 3 for 10 cotton poplin. I got buy one, get one free 30 meter mix fabric bundle. So I should have got 60 meters of fabric there. I got a 30 meter Mega Supreme jersey box, and then I bought a buy one get one free mixed remnants fabric bag, huge variety. So I worked out I should have just over almost 100 meters of fabric, depending on those remnant bags, and it weighs about 20 kgs. I jumped on the scale with it, but it's super heavy, so couldn't really get it right. So let's have a look and see. I'm going to do these boxes in a second. I can do that big bag first. Let's see what we've got in here. I feel like this is the jersey or the stretch. Might be. Yeah, it all feels a bit stretchy. Let's see. Oh, first up is this. So this is that cotton. It's for the Queen's Jubilee. So it's like it's a pinkish color, and it's got Big Ben, a London bus, a little corgi, some flags, and a taxi, a post box, and I'm going to make something with it. I'm not sure what, but that's a really lovely piece. So there is 3 meters here, and this is a really nice cotton. So this looks like my jersey or my stretch bundle, a Mega Supreme jersey bundle. Let's see. So first up, this feels like what running shirts are made of. It's stretchy. I can't really feel if it's got any cotton in it, but this is that. It just feels like that fabric that they make running t-shirts out of, or exercise shirts. And there's quite a lot of this. I think each piece is 3 meters. I think that's what they said. Let me just go and check. Yes, I think it was 3 meters. I think you get 10 pieces and each is 3 meters long. So let's see the next one. This is black. This has one-way stretch. Oh, I didn't do that here. Let's see how much stretch this one has. A little bit there and a little bit there. So this black piece is thinner, but not see-through. If I hold it to the light, it's a bit see-through when you put it to the light. It's got a one-way stretch. Next up is this pink fabric. This has got like bubbles on the back, and it's smooth on there. Or maybe that could be the front. But anyway, this is smooth and knitted. It's got one-way stretch, and that's quite a thick fabric. See, you can't really see my hand through the back. Then we're onto this cream piece. Looks just like the pink fabric. This one's got a texture on the front, and the back is smooth. Very similar fabric to that pink fabric. And one-way, two-way stretch on this. Okay, this looks like what they make petticoats out of. It's like a skin tone, and it's got one-way stretch, two-way stretch, and it's very thin, so this could make a really good lining or petticoat for a dress. Got a bright yellow. This feels a bit like a lycra, and it's definitely that for me feels like a lycra, so like a swimsuit material. Quite thin, not see-through, but it is quite sheer. This feels like a cottony fabric. This is like what sweatshirts are made of. It's thicker than cotton jersey. It's like a grey colour. And this is like a dusty pink. This is very light. It feels like a t-shirt fabric, but it's not. It's polyester. And my pile's getting a bit big now. And we've got a rusty orange color here. This is quite sheer, very stretchy. This is very stretchy both ways. Light, very light. And the last piece in this batch is this. It's like a maroon color, dark, almost a similar tone to this one. And it's also got some like bobbly bits on the back and smooth on the other side. One-way stretch. This is really nice and thick. I think this could make nice trousers or something because it's yeah, it's quite sturdy. Okay, so that is the 30 meters of stretch fabric. So let me move this across and then we can start on the next batch. In this box here, we've got the remnants. So I'm going to save the remnants for the end because there's some really fun little pieces in there. Right now, I've got 2 of these boxes. I'm going to see if I can open them neatly. So these boxes are supposed to have 30 meters in each box. There you go. Leave that there for a second while I open this one. So by the size of this box, you can already see that the fabric inside this box is going to be thinner because it's taking up less space. So it says, what's inside your 30 for 30 box? You will find 5 meters of plain jersey, 5 meters of Japanese taffeta, 5 meters of crystal organza, 5 meters of Japanese satin, 5 meters of Georgettes, and 5 meters of habertai. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So at least we can identify what the fabrics are. This feels like a silk, like a satiny silk. So maybe this is the habertai. I don't know. It's a dusty lavender color, very soft. I did Google this habertai fabric because I don't really know what that is, and they say you can use it for pillowcases and pajamas and things like that. So that'd make a really good pillowcase, nice and soft. And this is the same fabric. It's very silky. This is the same fabric, and this is like I don't know what blue you would call this. Sky blue maybe. Each of these pieces is 2.5 meters. Now we're on to something stretchy. Feels stretchy. And this is quite sheer. So this is like a lining fabric, I think. And this is a navy blue. Oh, it's unraveled itself. Here we go. And here we've got more of that pinky. It's not the same as the other one. This also has a stretch, a little bit sheer, but it's not the same as the one in the other box. This one's more red, that one's more pink. So actually, that probably matches that one better. Okay. Then we're on to the organza. Isn't that pretty? It's a soft blue. And another organza, and this matches that one. Organza, I have used it for when I've made little girls dresses for weddings. Oh, my mind's going blank. Flower girl dresses. They make really good like skirts and give a lot of volume to flower girl dresses. I'm not making flower girl dresses at the moment, so this is either going to be made into those lovely burnt flowers that I like to make, or possibly an overlay for tablecloths. Not sure. And now we are on to satin. This is Japanese satin. Wow, I love these colors. Look at this. It's quite sturdy. It doesn't have a big shine to it. It almost looks like the back of a normal satin on both sides, but I do love that color. And I love that color. So I don't know what I'll do with these. I'll find a pattern. I'll sew them up. And the next... Or is that the, don't know what, maybe that's the taffeta. Maybe that was the taffeta, because this is satin. Yeah, this is the satin, because this has got the not shiny side and the shiny side. And we've got a really nice, I don't know if this is lime green or it's a nice green, and a peach. And this is the Georgettes. So I do love the colors they've sent me. So it's like a light blue, and this is a rusty orange color, and that's the Georgettes. But I do think that the way they've done the colors is just, look at that. All those are in the same color family. Maybe that one's a bit dusty, but still very similar color family there. And then I've got the reds. Oh, and there's another blue in there. Let's see. I love that. I love all these colors together. And then you've got those maroons. You've got the navy. And then a little bit of pink, a little bit of green. So that was a really nice box. I'm hoping the next box has the same mix in it, because then I'll be able to identify it. Alright, so here is the next box. So similar colors. We've got, is it? Just checking. Yep, same colors on this one. So we've got that. This is the organza. So we've got the maroon and the blue. If I get duplicates, it means I can make more with it. So I would be able to then cut out something quite big, because then I'll have 5 meters. And more of that stretchy maroon, more of that blue, more of that peach, more of that green. I love that so much. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but I mean, now I've got 5 meters. Oh, this is wonderful. All right. And so I'm not going to go through all these again, because I think I've got duplicates of everything, which is great, because I love those colors. So there was the next box, and it has a little letter in it, and it says the same thing as the first one. Okay, and now onto those remnant bags. So I've got 2 remnant bags, and I'm hoping for some bits that I can use for patchwork and for small things, because I love making small things, and sometimes I don't want to cut into a big piece of fabric because I don't want to waste it. And then when I see these small bits, then I'm like, oh, I'll just try. So for me, these small ones are perfect. But it's not for everybody, so if you don't like small bits, then don't buy it. Okay. Oh, look at that. So this is like from a fabric sample book. Aren't those beautiful? So these will be perfect for making spines in journals or patchwork. I do want to make another patchwork quilt for my lounge, and I want to make it in aquas and greens. I think this one might be a bit too dark. That's sad. That's beautiful. And some more fabric samples. Okay, it's one piece. And these are all like little ready cut rectangles of all the fabric. So now, have a look at that. Immediately I can see this would make a beautiful flower. Even if you just use those colors together, that would make a lovely burnt flower. And then you've got all those soft colors as well. The burnt flowers, I would fold it in half, and then I would get 2 circle shapes out, and then I would burn the edges. It'll take a while, but that's perfect, ready made. And there's a bit of purple satin. This is quite a big piece, and they've got a name on it. It says polyester. I can't really tell what size it is. Made in Japan. It says 112 by 23, but that's meters. I don't have. Let's see. What does that say? Same. I would say this is about 1.5 meters of a white polyester. But look, it's like a satin. This is actually a thin satin. Oh, it's beautiful. It's quite a lot of fabric. What else have we got? We've got a red of that same fabric, so it's a satin, a very thin satin. And that's a nice big piece. Lining for a bag or flowers. I'm getting threads all over me. And this is a piece of faux leather, it feels like, and it's a gold color. Isn't that lovely? And some more fabric samples here. Just love these strips. I feel so inspired when I see these strips of fabrics and the colors, because a lot of these I wouldn't buy if I was in a store myself. But then when they're given to you like this, when you buy them like this, then you feel like you have to challenge yourself. This says ivory, and it's also a satin. And this is a lovely orange, gold. This is just a long strip. It looks like the end of a roll or something, and it's cotton. So something like this, it's a bit small for me to sew with, and I don't know that I would use it on a journal, but this would make a very good ribbon to tie around a gift, or if you fold it in half and you sew it, it would make a nice, like a strap or a drawstring or something like that. I think it's a bit too small to make bias binding. And here's some more. So these are a bit wider, and these you could make some bias binding with it. And there's another one of those ones. Oh, look at the watermelons. And some more. And some more of that organza. Another strip there. This one looks like it fell on the floor and got dirty, but everything can be washed. This is more of that faux leather. It's like a gold. Beautiful. Now we're onto some velvets, and I love velvet. Such a nice feel. All the different colors. These tiny little ones here, these feel like, what are you going to do with them? But it's cut like a little stamp. It's like a little postage stamp. So that would be, you could just stitch it onto something else. And like I'm going to show you here, let me put it on a color where it will stand out. Because there's a whole lot of them. You could do like a plique. There, it looks like a building. And there's some more. And there's some more. So those are really cute. Here's some more of that watermelon print. I'm getting fluffy stuff all over me. There's some dots. So these are cotton or polycotton. There's a couple more of those long strips. If you make junk journals, these are also nice if you just sew it to the edge of the page. And there's some more. So these were from a fabric sample book, I think. But I think these are maybe when they've been cutting fat quarters or something, because there's just too many of them to be a sample. I don't even know what that is. This is a silver something. Very pretty. That would make nice burned flowers. It's got something on it. Let's see what it says. Just number 1. Which I'll take off. It's quite a nice piece of a blue satin. So that's quite large. It's a lovely color. This is a lovely Christmas organza. It's quite big. Quite a big piece. And I would just sew this into gift bags. I'll sew it into like drawstring gift bags. Perfect for Christmas time. Here we've got some polyester. So it's might be one of those ones that they named on the 30 for 30 box. It feels like one of those. Maybe this is a taffeta again. And also quite a nice big piece. Let's see. Oh, here it says polyester China Silky Habite made in Japan. 1, 2. Yeah, I've got close to 3 meters here. Well, that's lovely. I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll have to see what I can do with it. That's a satin. That's a satin. It's a velvet that has picked up all the fluff. This is why I actually don't really go for velvet often. I love the feel of it, but look how much fluff it picks up. Maybe they're good for dusting cloths. This is yuck. So this, I'm not even going to worry. Possibly damaged by the heat, or who knows, but that doesn't look great. This piece here, Silky Fabric, and it's, I don't know if you can see it, it's got like leaves and flowers and bows and things. This is the same kind of fabric. This one's got butterflies on it. This is the same fabric, and it's got, looks like snowdrops on it. This is the butterfly fabric again. What does it say there? It just says butterfly. And then there's a red one. There's quite a lot of fabric here. Look at that. I'd say there's almost a meter here of the, sorry, bashed you. Almost a meter of that one, so that's lovely. Quite a lot of big pieces in these remnant bags. And the last two pieces, another little bit of that white. And look at that organza, it's like two different colors. Great, okay, so that is the first remnant bag. And this is the second one. So at the end of a roll of fabric, I've noticed they often do this. They sew on a scrap of fabric onto the end, and so I've often picked up pieces of fabric in remnant boxes where it's got this stitching, where they've got the nice fabric stitched onto a waist, but that waist fabric is a really nice piece. It's a bit sheer. This one it feels like a polyester, but always a nice piece of fabric to use. You could use it in patchwork if you needed a bit of white, or I don't know, but there's always uses for bits of white fabric. This is a lovely piece of satin, and it's not the same as that one that was in my one box, but it's close. And this one, that just says 18, and it's something polyestery. That's a piece of satin. It's like I don't know, dusty rose color possibly. There's quite a big piece. You can feel these ones are quite big. And so it's about almost a meter. And it says here, Bridal Collection Acetate Satin. I do like that color. There's a piece of satin, and it's like a sample piece. I've got another piece of fabric that looks like this, and I've actually used it for cutting out patterns because I couldn't think what to use this particular design with. It's almost like a picnic blanket square. Anyway, I'm not really sure what this fabric is, but it's polyester, and there's about half a meter of it. And this feels like a linen. And the last batches of linen that I had, I sewed into dish towels. So I will iron this, and I'll see if it acts like a linen. And if it acts like a linen, I will wash it, I'll iron it again, and then I'll hem it, and I'll make another dish towel. This is a nice piece of flannel. It's got those robots all over it. This is an upholstery fabric. It's quite a thin. This must have been a sample because it's very thin. The width of the design is very thin. What does it say? It's got all the details printed at the bottom, and it's, yeah, doesn't say. The fabric feels like a cotton, like a canvas. And we've got This one's called Honey. So I had that gold one in here. Let's see how they match up. Honey, I like honey. It looks more gold than gold. So this is a satin. And this is like a green satin, a dark green satin. So there was that other dark green fabric in here, but it's different. It's a different fabric. A little bit of a different green too. And here's a dark red or a maroon satin. And I'm trying to see if it matches any of the ones that I've opened already. No. That was that taffeta. Doesn't match that. Doesn't match that. Anyway. Oh. You're still there. And this last piece is a little piece of organza. Navy blue. As I said before, these make cute little drawstring bags, or the burned flowers, I like to make those. Yeah, I am really chuffed. Out of this whole bag, I would say I have definitely got over 100 meters of fabric, or this whole box. I've got over 100 meters of fabric. There was that one piece that I will not be able to use, and I'm not even going to try it. I'm really happy with all the fabric that I have got. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.